Dum, dum, dum. Good morning, steak. Beanie steak today.
It's real cold out for Florida standards.
Little? Bro, I've been freezing my dick off since I've gotten to Florida. You've been in Colorado this whole time, frolicking the mountains like D12. What was the weather up there? Did you get any snow?
It was snowing the day I got there, and then it was like in the 30s and 40s pretty much my entire trip.
Yeah, that's crazy, but you didn't miss anything because although it's been beautiful out in Florida, the sun's out, there's not a cloud in the sky. The temperature every morning has been like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's freezing. It's freezing.
Yeah, it really is.
I am last day here. I fly out at I don't know what time I fly out actually, but I fly out tonight, I believe. Our stream, what's up, everybody? W Tunes, always. Jameis Winston is the most entertaining quarterback. Yes, he is. And doesn't it make so much sense that Greg hates Jameis Winston? He's such a miserable fuck, that guy. Steak, you, Mr. Old Man, texted me this morning. You said you slept through the entire game.
I know, I've never done that before, but I did wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the airport, so I was fucking exhausted.
Okay, you have your reasons. Well, that's what I was going to say. Are you just getting old, or did you have like a really long day?
No, I had a really long day. I'm not getting old.
You are getting old.
Not by that standard. I'm always going to stay up late to watch sports.
I don't think your mic is on.
You say this every time.
Can you tap it? Okay. You're just too far from it then.
Okay, how about now?
Much better.
Okay, cool.
Either you scoot up or you scoot your mic back.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You don't have to dangle it.
I like doing it.
You don't have to dangle the mic. Just leave it. By the way, you want to hear a funny story real quick? This Las Vegas sweater. When you fly, do you wear a sweater or like a long sleeve shirt?
Not usually, but yesterday I did.
Yeah, I realized I thought I was like, I always wear like comfortable clothes on a plane. I never like dress like super nice or anything. I don't really travel for business very often, but good morning, Prime. We'll get you on here a little bit later. I was flying home from Vegas. Oh shit, was it my bachelor party? It may have been my bachelor party. And so it was at 2021. I was flying home and I had a long sleeve shirt that I flew there wearing. But I don't know what happened. Like it was dirt. Oh, it smelled like cigarettes. That's what it was. It smelled like cigarettes because I smoke cigarettes like all day. I don't smoke as many cigarettes anymore, but I had to buy a sweater at the Las Vegas. I think it's called McCarran. Is that airport? Unless they changed it, but I bought a Vegas sweatshirt. No, I lied. I went May of 2023 with some friends. That's what I did. Anyways, that's this is my Las Vegas sweater. So I figured, it's kind of sports gambling related, and I'll rock it. Are we just not going to take Prime Bet's comment off?
No, I'm going to leave it there forever. Till he gets on.
DJen, can you VOD the Gruden interview? The class was asking. Well, I don't know what that means. VOD the Gruden interview? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Video of the day?
VOD the Gruden interview. I don't have a Gruden interview. Harry Reid Airport now. RIP McCarran. Yep, RIP. I like McCarran. Harry Reid's okay. Good morning, guys. 497 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. A hell of a way to lose a game. So, Steak, you didn't watch the game. I watched the first half. It was awesome. I literally tweeted, wow, Jameis Winston's must-watch football. And then my eyes got heavy and I passed out. What a great game. I liked the Browns. I liked the under. I tweeted all this. I whiffed entirely on that game. You want to hear something hilarious? And shout out to you for betting the Broncos. I mean, it was a very lucky win, but you'll take it any way they come. I went on TikTok Live yesterday. Maybe somebody that's in here remembers this TikTok live stream. And I was looking at game props on DraftKings. And I wanted to just take unders every which way. The only bet I was right about was the Broncos' first drive punt was like plus 135. I didn't take it. I don't have DraftKings here in Florida. But anyways, I looked at neither team to score 30 points. What do you think that line would have been in a game that's a 6-point spread and the total is 41? Neither team to score 30 points. No. What do you think that would have been?
Minus 170.
Oh, wow. Okay. It was minus 215. I thought that was low. I'm not scared to lay minus 215. I thought about doing it. I thought about putting 5 units on it, but I didn't have access to it. I thought it should have been minus 300.
Well, what's the Broncos team total in that game? 24?
23 and a half.
Yeah, minus 200 is probably right.
Man, I thought that was crazy. I was like, holy shit. That was the only thing that gave me a little bit of pause. I know it sounds stupid, but I was like, is there going to be fucking like surprise scoring in this game? Shout out. I think SVP had the over. Nice job, SVP. You don't have the interview yet. I don't know. I still don't really know what he's talking about. Anyways, great game last night. Shout out to the NFL. Budman with a sub bang. That's 700. 700. Well, I should say this. That's the 300th sub on the way towards getting me to shave my head like steak. By the way, you look great in a beanie. That's definitely what I'm going to do on stream.
When you shave your head?
Yeah. Yeah, if I have to shave my head. Stop. Don't go out there and give 50 subs. You already gifted plenty. Budman, W's 25 months. W's fellas. Appreciate you, Budman, hanging out. You're a great guest or not guest, contributor. Bro, you submitted the app to the football guy for Gruden. How are you forgetting? But does that make sense? Do you understand what he's asking?
I don't know that you submitted an app to be a football guy for Gruden, so I might not be the right guy to answer this.
Oh, I didn't know. You don't see my tweets. I don't see all of yours sometimes, but I quote tweeted and I said just submitted my application to Gruden's Grinders. Did you see that he put a video out there yesterday?
Yes.
So I submitted an application, and it's kind of funny. It asks for a resume. I haven't updated my resume in years, so I didn't have one. I wasn't going to do it. I just uploaded a screenshot of my profile picture and a screenshot of DGen's film room. And then I uploaded the video of the Brad Johnson interview. So I don't know that's going to be enough to get it. But we'll see what happens. So
do you have to record any other type of video or you're done? You've already submitted.
No, you just kind of already submit what you have done. So I uploaded a few things. I uploaded the DGen film room video, the Mike McDaniel, the New York Jets, the Brad Johnson interview. We are getting you the interview. I'm going to corrupt JJ every day till he puts in a good word. Yeah, go tag me in there if you want me to get it. I'd have to move to Tampa, Steak. You have to be in Tampa. You know what I think, though? Gruden is so good on camera. I think what he probably needs and wants is more like tech guys or like, editing guys, not so much like content people, if that makes it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't think that I'm going to get it, but it would be hilarious if we did. Oh, Prime Bets drop some sub bags. We got 10 from Prime.
Oh, shit. Prime's rich.
Prime, I got to tell Prime, by the way, he bought 2 hats, and I just fulfilled his order. They'll be shipped out today. He got a bucket hat and a dad hat. I got a few more in here if anybody wants them. I was unable to go to the merch place to pick out sweaters, so I'm just going to have to wing it. Talk about that later. W Prime Bets, by the way, you gave out 10 subs. I'm not going to read them all because we're behind the 8 ball and we got to get going. Current tally 690. Thank you, Aloha. He needs a producer or an editor. Yep. He definitely doesn't need tech guys. Barstool's got that covered. Fair enough. Now he wants film guys. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You might be onto something. Are you feeling nicey, DGen? I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure. All right, Steak. Great job last week in the NFL. Actually, wait, we should talk NBA first.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, we ran Prime W. Yeah, seriously. Prime should come on when we talk about the Cowboys. Oh, when we talk about the Cowboys. Last game, Cowboys Bengals. How about that? Prime, get ready around 11:30, 11:45 or something like that. How do you feel about that, Steak?
I feel good, but make sure, Prime, we need at least 3 locks from you. So you got to have 3 locks for the week.
For the board or for...
You're making the people really wait a long time for Prime.
You want him to come up earlier? How about 11:30?
How about he starts NFL with us if you want? We can talk Cowboys first, a couple other games, and then you give him the boot because I know you're dying to do that.
I'm dying to give him the boot. You're dying to get him in here.
I'm dying to get him in here.
Okay. Why don't we? How do I even get him the link? Oh, I'll DM him the link. All right. Prime.
Can't be a Gruden grinder if you don't figure that
out. Prime, you're going to, I can't believe the people voted for this, by the way. You're going to get the link DM'd to you. Don't come in now. I'm not going to bring you up. Although actually, no, you're going to bring him up. So I'm not going to send it. I forget you have the fucking commands now.
I don't have the commands. I swear to God.
You have the commands.
Somebody in the show. No, I can't.
No. If they come in the show, like see our little screens at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can hit add.
You sure?
Hit remove on yourself right now.
I can't add myself. I promise.
Hit remove.
I cannot add myself. I'll do it. But
I'm not telling you to add. Thank you. Add yourself. You can't add yourself? Wow.
You did that. I can't add myself. I can't add people. Okay, I can remove myself.
All right.
I can't remove you.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you're right. I will. I'll get Prime the fucking link. I can't believe we're doing this. It's gonna be funny though. His locks: SMU, Cowboys, Georgia by 1,000,000. Yep. I am the Liquors has the right idea. Can we get Chewy too? We can absolutely get Chewy. How about Chewy next week? You ain't earned it yet, Book of Chew. No, I think Chew's earned it.
He earned it. Chew, look for the biggest Bulls game next week, and we'll get you on that day.
I will say, do you think Prime and Chewy up at the same time would be pretty funny?
No, I think that would be absolutely horrible. I do not want both of them up here.
You're so funny at where you draw the line.
You just need one at a time. I think that's perfect.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's very funny. Okay. Let's thank you, Andre Harding, by the way, watching in Twitter for liking and retweeting the stream. W's. Thanks everybody watching at YouTube, Twitch. Let's rock and roll. Steak, you want to get into we're gonna talk college football tomorrow. You want to get into the NBA tonight? Is it a cup? Oh, it's the cup night.
Big day.
Big day in the NBA. All right. We've got a game starting at 7:00. Let me do the Roto Wire for you. How has your NBA betting been going? Are you in the groove? Are you regressing a little bit? Because your dog of the days were pretty spot on for a while.
I in the groove. I obviously lost yesterday with the Pelicans. I hit the Celtics. Pelicans were winning at half outright. They lost the second half by 17.
What was the spread?
Kind of brutal. 9.5 is what I got. It was at 10.5 some places. Yeah, pretty brutal. But overall, I think NBA right now might be my best sport. Yeah, it's surprising.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Wow. You can't help but say that with a smile.
It's just really funny because I actually have loved the NBA since I was like 8 years old. And ever since I started gambling, it's been my worst sport, literally, because I always try to go way too contrarian. But this year I'm just fucking betting what I like, and it's so much better than trying to be a contrarian in the NBA, which is impossible. Even yesterday, Pelicans were contrarian. Look what happened.
Yeah, good point. For what it's worth, I think your average professional sports bettor would agree that NBA is the hardest sport to bet. By the way, you want to know funny story? This is a short story. When we worked together at the bar, I remember when I first set up with our back alley bookie through our manager, Justin. The first ever parlay I ever made, 3-teamer, I hit it. It was minimum bet was $25. And so I did a $25 3-teamer when I worked. And at the time I was making $10 an hour plus tips at the door. And it was 25 to win like 180. I think I took the Pacers on the money line, a Piston, something. And I remember the guy, Justin, when he signed me up, he was like, whoa, you hit your first parlay, blah, 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 blah. You know what you're doing, this and that. Do I have to be careful about you? I'm like, bro, you got to be far from careful about me. I can't remember the last NBA parlay I hit. That might have been the last one, to be honest with you.
Do you remember when he used to unit shame us? Remember that? Damn.
I don't think I ever unit shamed you.
No, he used to unit shame us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're only paying $25?
Yeah, it's so funny. And he's like 10 years older than us, unit shaming us. I remember I bet $25 for a lot, but I remember you started to slowly increase, but you also made a lot more money than me because your tips at bartending were insane. I had a fucking manager salary. I was making dirt. Yeah. Anyways, good times back in the day. Oh, by the way, fun bet. Do you remember when we hit Oregon State money line against USC?
Yes,
they were 28 point dogs. I think that was the Jaquez Rogers game.
Yeah, that sounds right. Damn, you have a good memory, actually. I wouldn't have guessed.
I know. That's when Leinart or Sanchez threw his helmet in the tunnel at Oregon State. That was very fun. I think we each won like $800. Okay, let's get into it. Washington and Cleveland. Cleveland 16-point favorites at home tonight against Washington. Washington is absolutely terrible. I will share the screen, Steak. If you have anything in this game, obviously no need to force it. Here's the lineup. You got Kuzma out. I think that's the only name really worth a shit. Dean Wade? Is that Dwayne Wade's son? I'm only half joking.
Dwayne Wade's white son.
And then you've got Strus out. Cleveland's 18-3. Hook emoji for anybody who took Cleveland to go undefeated, 1,001 or whatever the fuck it was, 100,001. Fat Girls, good morning. Now you're in here nice and early when we're talking NBA Cup. I bet, as Chewy would say. Steak, anything here for Cleveland? The total is 234.5. Seems kind of high.
Nah,
not really.
Not really to me, no. The Wizards are fucking horrible. I really don't want to bet this game at all. Talk about not getting contrarian. I would absolutely not bet the Wizards.
So we took their team total over in against Chicago, which it was insane that it was 120.5 because they hadn't gone over that in the last 5 games. There we go, being contrarian and it not working. They scored 108 points. That was, by the way, that was a miserable, that was a miserable follow. I was following that for like the first half, and it was just 8 turnovers, and I think they were like 2 of 23 from 3. And since then, they still have not. They played 2 games. They scored 96 points and they scored 114 points. This team is awful. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole on the same team like that. Whoever is the general manager of the Washington Wizards, brain dead fucking bozo. I feel bad for Washington sports fans. Okay. Nothing in here for you. We can move on. Philadelphia and Charlotte. Kind of a good game. Kind of not really. I don't know if Charlotte's intriguing at all. They're 13-7 ATS. Philadelphia's 5-13. Let's see. Is Philadelphia getting it together at all? No, they are not. They beat Brooklyn. I actually bet them that night. I can't really remember why. Lost the next 2, and then they just beat the piss out of the Detroit Pistons. 4.5 point favorites on the road. Let's see. Let's go to the expected lineups here. Philly is looking like Embiid is going to be out, but Paul George is in. Maxey is in. LaMelo Ball is out.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball's out. Chat, is this the first or second game LaMelo Ball's been out?
Good question.
That would be my only question here.
Pistons 3.5. LaMelo is injured. Yep. I got
second game
play in the association for y'all. All right. Tell us when we bring you up, Prime. Second game out. Pistons NBA Cup winner 501 has life. Did you take that, Steak?
No. You were supposed to be clear. That was a you thing.
I wonder if I took it. I'll have to check Bet Online. Okay. Anything in this one, Steak? The total is 211.5.
Well, can I see the Sixers projected starting lineup one more time?
Yeah, sorry. I guess I've kind of flew by that pretty quick for you. Can you see that, or should I zoom in?
I love fading the Sixers. That's why I say that. No Embiid, but Paul George and Maxey are going to play. Oof. I kind of want to go Hornets.
Michi, I don't even know who Michichi is. Brandon Miller, Josh Green, Salon, Diabetes. Let's go Charlotte here. What is Charlotte up to? Charlotte is covering, but losing.
Yeah.
They've also played a fuck ton of games at home. So this is their 5th game. Yeah, but Steak, the only thing is they've lost the last 3 games. They've lost by 3, 1, and 4.
Yeah.
Do you think 4.5 with a poopy Sixers team is a little bit of respect, or do you not care?
I think it's not much respect for the Sixers at all, considering the fact that Maxey and George are supposed to play and LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges are out.
Okay.
I think the line's kind of short given all that info. I like the Hornets.
They were 5.5 point dogs against the Hawks.
With LaMelo out?
Yeah, because this is the second game, right?
Yeah.
5.5
point dogs. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know.
Can we have a segment of Prime and Degen trying to pronounce NBA last names? Why not the under, says LX Chronix Chi.
Don't love it.
Okay. I think the Sixers can cover here. I don't know. I hate betting the Cup Kings that don't matter to either team. Anybody else watch Taylor Mass any job yesterday? I mean, holy shit. I got blocked for my comment. No, I didn't. Did you see that, Steak?
No. I mean, I saw it. Did I listen to it? Not really.
Editing
the walking bets where she said take Jerome Ford over receiving yards or something?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I didn't see it. Was it bad? I don't like see her stuff.
It definitely shows up on mine.
Sure. You probably do you interact with her a lot?
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. No, I see it when someone else retweets it and is like shitting on her for something.
Yes.
and I'm not here to bash Taylor Mathis. I just want to be clear. Although that crypto thing seemed pretty scummy, but I still think she just is maybe. Anyways, I'll refrain from saying anything else.
No, I'll say something positive. The fact that she found that she can walk and give out bets and it make her a bunch of money is fucking a real good hustle.
Sure is. I always say if you're hustling, as long as you're not fucking people over and scamming anybody, that's good with me. But then she gets in the crypto thing, and it's like, well,
Yeah, that part I can't say anything positive
yeah,
about.
that's why I like, I used to be like, fine, if I had massive tits, I would want to be fucking rich overnight. But
Bro,
now
if
it's like,
I had massive tits, I would literally be doing walking bets every day.
absolutely. Yeah, ain't no shame in this game. I forget what song that is. Ain't no shame in this game. I'm gonna break it down a thing like that. Freeze. Yeah, do you know that? Let me ride that donkey. Don't. That's who it
You
is.
know what it is? Damn.
Yeah, ain't no shame in this game. I think so. Anyways, Milwaukee and Detroit. Milwaukee's 3.5, total 221. I know what you're gonna say here, Steak. You're a Pistons guy, but I know what you're gonna say here. You like Milwaukee, don't you?
No, I don't like Milwaukee. Who's playing?
It's to the right. You got Giannis game time, Prince game time, Brooke, Andre Jackson, and Lillard look to be in. The only guy out is who the fuck is Clintman? Clintman?
Clint man. Diabetes and Clint man.
That's crazy, dude. These players are crazy.
Detroit's healthy. Good for them. Give me the Pistons. As long as Giannis plays, because I did this last week with fucking the Heat or whatever, and then somebody was out for the Bucks, and then the Bucks won outright. I think it was Giannis who was out, and the Bucks still went outright obnoxious. But if everybody plays on that list, give me the Pistons.
The Bucks started the season very poorly, but they have won 6 in a row. They've won actually 8 of the last 9. The only loss was a 1-point loss. Got to give it to them. They've been playing a lot better. The other thing is too, it looks like, yeah, they're scoring 122, 129, 125. Totals are in the 220s. This total here is 221. I was wondering if that seemed a little low, but I guess that sounds about right. All right. You like the Pistons? Anybody in particular you like for a potential masterclass? Want to see the lineup again?
Yeah, no, I know the lineup. I always like Cade, and I kind of like point guards against the Bucks. I think it would be Cade.
Square up with Cade.
Yeah, but I would go assists.
Wow, he's averaging 9 a game.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's an absolute baller.
Holy shit. I might have been wrong about Cade. I wasn't really a big fan. Excuse me. He didn't play last game. Oh my God. You know what? I'm pro Cade, although he's missed a lot of games. He needs to make sure that Chris Paul doesn't lead the league in assists, because then I'll cry. So, dude, this guy has some numbers.
Yeah, he's a baller. Chat likes
why is he not playing though?
I don't know. He's definitely been injury prone for the most part since he's gotten a league.
DJ and Steak, what's up, baby? What's up, Gambling State U? 2 years, man. What are we talking about? Did we get a sub bank? Gambling State U with a sub bank, 24 months. Happy 2 years. Subscribe to the Degenerate Twitch channel. Thank you for supporting myself, Steak, and Bozo Idiot Fuckface Greg. That's 689. Wow, we're really making some progress here. That's crazy. I think he's okay now. Oh, here we go. He had a hip injury. He's had a little injury popping up the last few games. Yep. Degen, there's a bubble. What does that mean? There's a bubble. Current tally 689. What's up, little Janine? What's the bubble? I don't know what that means. Okay, let's keep moving. Indiana, Toronto. Everybody thinks I'm a closet Raptors fan. I am not. Although Cam Money sent me something about fucking RJ Barrett. I guess RJ Barrett's playing pretty well or something. Steak, Indiana on the road. They're 7-13 and 1 ATS on the road. 3-point favorites against Toronto, who 14-7 ATS. You'd be up money if you just kept betting these guys. Let me take you to the fucking Roto Wire before you. Hold on. Oh, here we go. All right, Grady Dick, game time decision. Outside of that, I think that's everybody you want to see, right? No Quickly, but he's been out. And then everybody seems to be okay except Nembhard is game time decision, but he's been out for a while, so maybe he's playing. Anything you like here, Steak? 6-15 Raptors against the 9-12 Pacers.
Raptors have been tough. I think they just won outright against the Heat as 8.5-point dogs. So I don't know if it's like kind of obvious to like them, but I don't love the Pacers this year. I think
Pacers have lost 2 in a row, by the way.
Yeah, they're not very good at all this year. And coming into the year, I didn't like them or the Timberwolves. I really hate the Timberwolves, obviously. I think most people who follow me on Twitter have gathered that by now.
Yeah.
I thought Twitter's Timberwolves and Pacers were in for rough years. And to start to see lines like this, like, is this line at 3?
This line is at 3. Well, like, I should pull up an update. I should pull up Wager Talk and give you an updated number. Let's see what's going on.
I just think it's interesting that you're starting to see the Pacers line sort of get less and less respect, because I think maybe Vegas is figuring out they're not that good. They're definitely not as good as they were playing in the playoffs last year. Also got some easy breaks with New York Knicks injuries. We all know that. But I don't like the Pacers. So more so than not, I would fade. Like today, I kind of like the Raptors.
Okay, so it's 1.5 open, bet up to 3, 2.5 bet online. The that 1.5 does seem a little short. The total stake 238. It was -1 at 1 a.m. last night. Yep. So total, thank you, Rambo, by the way, total 238 up to 239 at Circa. Wager Talk says 95% of the money on the under between these two teams. Would you see scoring? I mean, total's 238. Well, Indiana's a good over team, 15-6 to the over, and Raptors are 11-10. So does that seem high? No,
not necessarily, just because I just think of those type of numbers when you think of Pacers games.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I like the Raptors, though, I'll tell you that.
Wow. Well, you like all these early dogs.
Well, I only so far bets I would be placing. I do like dogs, but Detroit and Toronto so far.
Okay, so you don't like Charlotte all that much?
Not really, no. I lean them, though, so you're right. I lean all the dogs, and then I lean Cleveland.
All right, well, what are you going to tell me here against our Magic and the New York Knicks? Looks like 4.5, total 215. Before I go check Wager Talk, let's check the lineups. We got Banchero out, Gary Harris out, Precious Achihuahua out, and Mitchell Robinson out. So you got probably everybody that you would expect playing for these two teams. New York has gotten right a little bit. Hovey, you have a write-up in this game. If you want to share it, feel free, please. Then if I go to the opener, let's look at the line here. New York open 1.5, heavily juiced. It's up to 4.5, 5. Sorry for shouting, by the way. Is that really loud when I shout?
No, hasn't been loud at all. I think your mic's off.
It is?
No, how does that feel?
God damn, not good. Yeah, you got me. Sorry. Hey, how's it?
Somebody clip that.
Hey, guys, is this fixing it? My mic's off. Surely this will work. All right. Total 218.5 down to 215, 214.5. Oh, look at Hovey. Hovey's going against the steam here. He likes the over in this game. Wendell Carter over 16.5. Aloha Bet says clipping now. Thank you. I think clips are good for the channel, by the way. I don't really know how to clip anything. Steak doesn't know how to clip anything. If you guys can clip, that'd be great. All right, here is where I'm at, Steak. The Magic are 14-8 ATS. New York, I want to go look at them real quick. So they had a long road trip, 5 games. They went 3-2. I think you take that. Then they come home December 1st. They beat the fuck out of the Pelicans, beat them by 12. And you had a night off. And then the Magic have been on a little bit of a road trip, but I think they played Brooklyn twice. They did. Yeah. So they have been bouncing around quite a bit. This is the 6 road games in the last 8 for the Magic. So this is the 7th road game. They've been on the road, but they have won 6 in a row. Took care of Brooklyn, that stupid fucking lame excuse for an NBA team. Should have never left New Jersey. Had a night off in the Big Apple. Now they play in Madison Square Garden where the lights are brightest. Tell me what you like.
I think one of my best and worst qualities is that I'm not a biased fan. And I feel like you got to like the Knicks here, unfortunately. And I also think it would be very Orlando Magic to win 12 out of 13 games when no one's watching, and then the game that's on TV get beat up by the Knicks. I'm not saying I expect us to get blown out or anything horrible, but obviously if I take out my Orlando Magic fandom from this and just analyze the game, I would think I would 100% be on the New York Knicks.
Okay. Player prop.
You seem
I
disappointed.
mean, no. I'm not disappointed. I think I agree with you that it's unfortunate because it would be awesome for these young guys to win a big game in Madison Square Garden against a fun team like the Knicks. But it's unfortunate that I also agree. And it's also unfortunate that I didn't look at the schedule because I probably would have flown home last night so I could have gone to this game. I'm a fucking idiot. Thank you again, by the way, for the tickets to the Bulls game. I still can't believe how roasted I got on TikTok about not knowing Taylor Horton Tucker. We'll get to that another time.
Yeah.
So, okay, do you agree with Hovey about the over?
I did. I did because I'm such a Magic fan that I was like, oh, 215 does seem high for a Magic game for a team that literally holds everyone under 100 points. And then Hefe Hammers commented that it doesn't seem like a high number for this game. So then I did a little research on Knicks games, and they soar over that number all the time. So I don't think the number's high. I do think the Knicks need this game to go over to win it by 4.5. So yes, I kind of like the Knicks and the over.
Okay. I want to try to give you a player prop in this game because some people are saying that I'm a Magic sharp after calling Jalen Suggs masterclass, and he scored 31 points. No big deal.
Okay, and then you go with the Magic player. I'll give you the Knicks player.
Okay. So I'm looking at this matchup wise. Jalen against Jalen. KCP against Bridges. Franz against Josh. Wendell against OG. Goga against Towns. When I just break it down like that, I think the Knicks have the advantage almost everywhere on the court. That makes me like the Knicks in this game a lot. I'm probably going to have to bet it, unfortunately. But I don't really know that I see a like specific matchup that I'd want to target. So I was going to maybe lean into Goga because Towns is balling, but I don't know. I could see Goga maybe getting some rebounds. OG masterclass.
For sure.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't
That's
like
my Knicks player.
Who?
OG.
So you're tailing Hovey.
Well, I didn't know he liked him until right now.
Oh yeah, you didn't fucking chat with him in the back channels of, hey man, what do you like on the Knicks? I love the Knicks today. I love the Knicks. No, I'm just kidding. Fine, you like OG against Wendell. That's fine. Okay, I got one. I don't like any of the starting matchups right here for the Magic, and we're gonna move on. But how about a bench player? Got it. You know who I'm gonna say?
My guy. Don't say Cole Anthony.
That's not your guy. That's not your guy.
I hate Cole Anthony.
Yeah, I know you do.
Anthony Black is my guy.
Oh, that's a good one. Anthony Black is fun. No, how about Isaac?
Can I tell you? Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Can I tell you why I don't like Cole Anthony? He's just so inconsistent. He'll literally disappear from the rotation. And then one game he'll come in and he'll drop 20 off the bench. And you're like, this guy's fucking incredible. And then he'll be awful for the next 4 games. I'd just rather not deal with him at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. I'm going to say Jonathan Isaac. What did I tell you after my takeaway from the Bulls Magic game is that Isaac's offensive game is struggling. He's not hitting threes. He's missing close shots. I think it's going to get there though. It's a long season. His defense is it's like you can't even put a price on it. His defense is incredible. You even said it. People are scared to go to the rim when he's on the court. I'm going to go with the Magic's bench here. Give me Isaac to have a good game. I don't know who the Knicks have on their bench to match up with him. Towns will keep Boba on the perimeter. Okay, fair enough. Cole Anthony versus NY narrative. Ooh, is he a New York guy?
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about that.
Tar Heel alum. What does that have to do? Back home? Morning Super Court meeting. What's up, JP? No worries. By the way, Jay Free has been a follower in here. He was in the TikTok live yesterday. He gave me like 1,000 diamonds. I don't know what that is or what that does, but why are you laughing?
It's just funny to hear you talk about TikTok emotes.
Adapt or die, Steak. We're playing the fucking game.
You're doing great.
We're playing.
You need to do the thing where people give you the hot dogs and you eat them on screen.
Oh, I was like,
adapt or die, dude. Adapt or die.
I would eat real hot dogs on stream. You're talking about the guy that's like,
yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. By the way, shout out Ramble with a sub bang 18 months. Appreciate you, Ramble. Dirko with a new follow. What's up? Welcome. Skip the bullshit. Where is Prime? Everybody's screaming for Primer. My gosh. All right. Well, we're going to get him up at the end of the NBA board. Let's keep going. Utah and Oklahoma City. Steak. Oklahoma City is 13.5 point favorites. Total is 222. And here is your depth chart. What do you like?
If anything, which I don't see this game making my card at all. If anything, I'd square up with OKC.
Okay. That's fine. We don't have too much. We don't have to force it if it's not a fun game. Let's keep moving. We got 5 NBA games left. Then we'll get Primer up, and then we'll talk NFL. It's 10:41. I think we're doing fine tempo and pace. Chat, you don't seem to be bitching this morning. That's great. Not sure where I got into you, but we love that.
We're bitching a little bit for Primer, but other than that, no.
Yeah, but that's okay. He's coming. If anything, I look at it as like they're anxious. You know,
Yeah.
They're anxious.
He's coming.
Memphis and Dallas. Ooh. Should probably get his thoughts on this too. Should we save this game and wait till he comes up and give us the Mavericks report? All right. San Antonio and Phoenix. Phoenix 7.5. Favorites total 230. How has our guy Larry Beeman's Phoenix Suns been faring? Not great.
I think KD's back, and we can. I don't want to like shit on the Suns too much for how banged up they were, but with KD back.
Oh, sorry,
game time decision. That's okay. People are making fun of me for looking so closely to the screen, but I know.
But it's a small screen. That's hard to see.
I don't like much in this game.
Okay.
Really at all.
Fair enough.
I want it to be the Suns, but that just sounds super fucking easy with Beal supposedly back and Durant back.
Steak. How about those Gators? Yep.
Gators are rolling on the recruiting trail.
This is the bubble DGen. Jerry Jeudy averaging 130 yards per game with James Losford. He's tied for 5th in receiving yards. Oh, I didn't know what a bubble meant. I was like, what is he talking about? Like bubble, like the NBA?
That would be insane if Jerry Jeudy led the league in receiving yards.
Yep, that would be. Pandemic's in here bitching. Did you schedule the eye appointment yet? Shut the fuck up. No Nurkic. Wemby gonna feast? Wouldn't he feast anyway? I thought we said Nurkic kind of sucks. Suns owe the Spurs an ass whooping, but not laying it. Okay, fine. Aroldis Chapman to the Red Sox.
That would have been cool in 2016.
Okay. I don't. Is it coincidental when Wemby during the play and has been amazing?
I don't hate that narrative. That's the first narrative on the game I've heard that I like.
I don't know that I really. Yeah, I don't really know that I really care about.
I like Kevin Durant in the play-in too. To be honest, I like him tonight, and I get what Backrows is saying.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't lay the 7.5 with the Suns. I wouldn't do it.
Golden State, Denver. Good game here. Denver minus 4.5. Golden State's very good this year. Let's see. They're 12-7. They're actually cooling off a little bit. Oh, Steph has been hurt. Duh. I did know that, by the way. I don't know ball, but I did know that. Denver 10-8. They've been kind of up and down. Gordon game time decision. Jokic and Murray look to be fine. Steak, you have any thoughts on this one? The total is 239.
I will 100% wait to see if Steph's playing, which I assume he is.
Denver open 3.5 up to 5. Total 235. Opener up to 239.
Maybe he's not playing then. If Denver opened 3.5 and it's already at 5, maybe Steph isn't going to play.
Yep. What's up, Cam is Money? Good morning. Everybody's looking alive, getting in. We love to see it. What's up, YouTube? If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you. Make sure you like the stream. By the way, if you're in Twitter, don't forget, we appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs on our YouTube page. We're at like 671 or some shit like that. I think we're at 677. Let's get up there, baby. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube page if you're doing so. Okay, 2 more games, Steak. Then we'll get Prime up here for the Mavs report and some NFL plays. Sacramento -1 against the Rockets. Sacramento kind of getting it together. Let's see. They had a kind of a slow start. No. Oh my God. No. They've lost 6 of 7. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with the Kings? Here is your lineup. You got Kevin Huerter out, Dwayne Carter, Devin Carter, Trey Lyles out. Houston. You know what I like about the Houston Rockets? Everybody plays basketball. There's not one motherfucker that's hurt on their injury report. So for that, the Rockets are my second favorite team in the NBA right now.
Don't steal my bitch.
Oh, how does it feel?
Not good.
How does it feel, Lions, to win the Super Bowl? Huh?
You didn't have the guts.
I know, you're right. I'm a bitch. All right. Rockets. Do you have them to win the cup?
No, I didn't bet anyone to win the cup.
Holy soft.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
You literally just started the stream saying that they're fucking the NBA is your favorite sport.
I know. I've taken me a while as an old head to get used to the cup.
I've liked this since I was 8 years old. It's my best
Second year of the cup, man. Second year of the cup.
Wow. Wait till the way out. Is the water warm? Why don't you dive in? All right, I'm taking. You don't have the guts to take the Rockets or the Pistons. You act like you're Pistons and Rockets guy.
I bet them almost every game, both those teams. I've literally bet the Rockets over 10 times this year.
Are they treating you well?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay. They're 15-6. Nice. All right. Anyways, enough yapping. Do you like anything in this game?
No. Just because of how the Kings have been playing and how the Rockets have been playing, I'm going to lay off this one. I love betting the Rockets. I think this line still feels respectful to the Kings with how fucking horribly they've been playing. And it's
I was going to say wrong team favored.
Probably, yeah, but maybe it's
like
just
that, right?
The Rockets not getting respect yet but they just beat the Thunder. I just think that this one's kind of crazy, honestly. It might be the first time all year I would fade the Rockets if I'm being completely honest.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, last game. Portland and the Clippers. Clippers are 8.5-point favorites. Total 219. Any thoughts in this one? Actually, before I do that, let me get you.
Your boy James Harden been balling.
I swear, dude, if he wins the MVP,
you can still take that. You can still take that. For me, Brinks, I just want to see if Steph is playing or not, but I don't disagree with this at all.
Stacey King GOAT? Who the fuck is that? Who is Stacey King? Somebody commented Stacey King GOAT. I don't know what this means. Airplane mode. I can't keep up with the NBA, dude. There's all this like secret lingo. Airplane mode versus his former team. Who is that?
I have no idea. I don't know Stacey King either. We're about to get flamed. I can tell.
Oh, he's the Bulls commentator. LOL. Played with Jordan. Got you. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Portland and the Clippers. Derek Jones Jr.
I don't care about a Derek Jones Jr. revenge game very much.
Is that what we were getting at?
Maybe we'll have one cool. He'll have one cool dunk.
That's really what we were getting at. Okay. Anyways, do you like anything in this game, Steak? If not, I'm gonna.
I love the Clippers too. I have their season total over. I bet it when they announced Kawhi was out. However, I like them as dogs. They're like a dog team to me, much more than I like them as a favorite in this spot. So sorry, I haven't been super fun picking plays. I'm sure I'll have more later, but I don't like the Clippers in this spot at all. I like them when they're like short dogs to a team like who did they just beat? The Nuggets. That's when I try to attack the Clippers.
Oh, the Clippers were your dog, right?
Yeah, I bet the Clippers. It wasn't dog of the day, but I bet them.
Okay. All right, so just quick recap, and then I'll send Prime the link. I got to piss, so we'll do a quick 2-minute break.
Get everybody ready for Prime.
Get everybody ready for Prime. Yep. Quick recap of the NBA board. Steak, you lean the Hornets.
Lean Hornets, lean Cavs, lean Pistons, lean Raptors.
I'll play the Knicks.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. And I like OG. Who is the Magic player you went with?
Jonathan Isaac.
Yep. I lean OKC. Absolutely nothing. We didn't talk Memphis, Dallas. Lean San Antonio, unfortunately. No Reed, Golden State, Denver. Lean the Kings.
Lean the Kings. Okay.
Lean the Blazers, but really wouldn't touch it at all.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get Prime the link by popular demand. This fucking guy is coming on the show. You all are going to get what you want. That's great because this is a democracy. All right, so he has just officially been invited. I will I will tweet the stream and say Prime is making an appearance because this is a democracy.
He's next, Boston Sports Talk. Don't worry. Chewy will be next week.
Democracy, and that's what the
OG Sharp the week after.
People voted for. Taking a piss, then we'll be rolling in a few minutes. All right, Twitch. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I got to do this. I don't have a producer.
I see him in there, dude. I wish I could let him in. I'd let him in right now. You're right.
Enter it weekly. You see it? Oh my God, he is in here. This guy was ready to fucking go. All right, hold on. Everybody hold their horses. I got to take a piss. I'm going to play the music real quick. I need a fresh bladder for Prime because I don't want to be, I don't want to have to go anywhere. All right, hold on. Take a piss. We'll be right back. And... All right, we're back. Let me turn this music off and we'll get Prime up here. Prime, are you ready to go? Looks ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've all hilariously been waiting for. Prime, I can barely fucking see you.
Big screen.
Yeah, turn your phone sideways.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Well, hold on. Let's see if it works. Wait a minute.
Wait, why can't we make his screen bigger?
No, there we go. Yep. That looks good.
There we go.
Hilarious. All right, what hat are you wearing?
NBA Finals.
Okay. That was a tough one.
Mavs.
So
Got a
you
setup back
you
there.
really are a super fan, huh?
Yeah, kind of. Watch all the games.
Is that a Christmas tree behind you?
Yes, 'tis the season. You need to get in season.
Okay, so you're my mom doesn't even have her Christmas decorations up.
In Texas,
Dude,
we put them up on
December 4th.
Thanksgiving.
You put them
She's
on.
slacking. Your mom's slacking.
Give her a
Yeah,
fucking
definitely.
break. All right, wait. So Texas, you said you put them up on Thanksgiving. That's a Texas ritual. Fair enough. Is it a real tree or a fake tree?
This one's probably fake.
Okay, fair enough.
Just a little one.
Okay. All right, Prime. Without further ado, thank you for joining us. Congratulations
for
on your
having
big
me.
congratulations on your big week in the NFL. I hope you don't give all your units back. We've got the Cowboys to talk about in the NFL. We want to hear your favorite play coming up this weekend. Maybe something in college football, and then give us the Mavericks report tonight. Memphis and Dallas. Dallas is -4. Total is 243. Do you like I'm sure you like the Mavericks to win, but do you like a player prop? Klay Thompson's game time decision, Lively's game time decision, but it looks like Luka and Kyrie are playing. Anything in this game for you?
Prop wise, I kind of liked Marcus Smart points. That kind of looked good. He's coming off the bench, but he gets some decent minutes.
For the Mavericks?
No, for the
Grizzlies.
You like are you fucking with me already?
Just a prop.
You came on here to pitch a Grizzlies player?
I mean, that's the prop, the play. Mavs money line. It is parlayed.
Okay, here we go.
I have it parlayed actually with the Arkansas Razorbacks in college basketball, their money line, and then the Jazz plus 14.5. I think the number's down to 13.5. I can't give you much of a breakdown on the Mavs. I think they match up well against the Grizzlies and get it done. But Jazz plus 14.5 is my favorite play, contrarian play, dog of the day. They're 9-11 against the spread. The Thunder are 3-7 against the spread. Last meeting, Utah 107, OKC 119. I think they keep it close to Jazz. They're like 4 wins on the season, but they're not a bad team.
Okay, let me ask you this: are Luka and Kyrie both playing?
Yes. The only people that might be out is Lively and Klay and Najee.
Wait a minute, Steak. He just gave this very sharp breakdown of liking the Jazz, and you didn't even acknowledge it. You were starting to ask about the Mavs. What do you?
That's all I can. When Prime is here, all I can think about are the Mavericks and Cowboys. I'm sorry.
I can't believe he gave us a Grizzlies player and the Jazz. I thought all we were going to hear were Mavericks.
Hey, you underestimate Prime.
Maybe I do. Or maybe he's just like, maybe he's growing faster than I expected.
No, it's pretty early in the morning. I haven't dived into my Mavs props yet, but Marcus Smart caught my eye on the props for that game.
All right. Well, you're way more locked in.
And since you want to talk about the Cowboys, Steak, nice best bet on Thanksgiving. I don't know if you saw my chirps or not, but
I've seen all your chirps, Prime. They're very hard to miss.
I had a few for you on that one. The Giants, man, on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. Sometimes when you're contrarian, you look like the R word. I can't say the R word because D-Gen will yell at me.
Yeah, just me. I'll be the only one that yells.
No one in the chat cares.
No, I know, but there's always
Also, you had a
somebody.
good day anyway, but
Yeah,
that
I
was a rough
survived.
day.
I survived.
All right,
Also, Drew Lock Slurper.
Prime, you're an Oklahoma fan, but I am just curious. What's an early lean on the SEC championship, Texas or Georgia?
Okay, so this is going to sound crazy, but with the Texas Longhorns this year, I've hardly ever missed. I'm pretty perfect against the spread, outright. Everything I had, one of my biggest bets of the college season on Georgia money line last time they played. I was on the Horns last weekend. I was on a Texoma lay with the Sooners, so that kind of sucked having both those on at the same time and seeing Texas run away and the Sooners have a rough one against the Tigers. But this week, I am in love with the Longhorns minus 2.5 for 2.2 units and the money line for 2.8 units.
Steak, I don't think you like Texas, do you?
No, I like Georgia. I just I feel like this is really the exact kind of game Georgia wins. Is Georgia in the playoffs regardless if they win or lose? They are, right?
I think so, yes.
They lose this game, they're going to be locked in regardless.
I think a lot of things can happen, but
so Texas and Georgia, no matter what happens, they're in.
That's what I think. That a lot of people are saying this game means fucking nothing.
All right, wait, Prime. You said you have a great read on Texas, but my question is, have you faded Texas at all?
Yeah. I just told you my biggest bet of the season was Georgia money line.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that part. I got distracted because LSU covered against Oklahoma.
When he talks, you should fucking listen, DJ.
I know. I should.
The one game that I've missed on Texas was Oklahoma, Texas.
That's fair.
Well, that was our only collab that I think we've lost. Or you and Steak have collabed a lot on Oklahoma or Cowboys, and you've done very well.
Yeah, that was a rough one a couple months ago.
Okay, Prime in the NFL, the Cowboys are playing
Bengals
Monday night. A, are you going? And B, what do you like?
Thinking about it. Anything can happen up in there. You got to get the friends together. You can't go by yourself, so that's always a hassle sometimes. But Bengals, it's a battle of shit, kind of. I think it should be a good game, probably a good over, and I'll be on the money line for the boys and the spread. Cooper Rush, he's the truth. Rico Dowdle, run game's getting going on. CD, he's CD Lamb. He's an any given Sunday type of guy. The defense with Overshown and Parsons, I think this team kind of sneaks into the playoffs. I really do.
Is CD going to play?
Yeah, CD's good.
Wait, who's sneaking into the playoffs?
The Cowboys.
Who do you think?
This whole time, Prime has been surprising me, and I was like, it's crazy this guy has matured so quickly. I'm not saying he's at the final boss level yet, but and then he just says the Cowboys are going to sneak into the playoffs. How could that even happen?
What's the record?
They are 4-7.
4-7. So they would need to win out and then have every other team die.
Yeah,
well, they play the Panthers.
They need to win out in the they play the Redskins again. They need to beat the Redskins.
They play the Commanders again. They play the Panthers, the Bucks, the Eagles, and the Commanders after the Bengals. You're going 2-2 at best.
You never know.
All right.
You never know.
This isn't anti-prime because I'm pro-prime. I want to be very clear.
I know you are.
I feel like I'm the reason he's here. Like I'm his fight promoter. Like I'm Don King or whatever. Anyway,
he got the votes for what it's worth.
For sure, but I was the reason we took it to a vote. That's true. Cocky, but you were never going to let it get to a vote because you're more like Hitler.
I'm not anti-prime. I have always seen potential in prime, but he needs to know that he can't just his antics can't be, he can't be running rampant and have like free reign. He needs to be dialed in. When you go bowling, you need bumpers to start when you suck at bowling. We need to put some bumpers on prime, and then we can remove the bumpers. Then he can fucking start kingpinning. He's got potential. How old are you, Prime?
20.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Steak. What did you think? What did you think? Prime? He's 20 years old. He says Cooper Rush is the truth, and the Cowboys are going to sneak into the playoffs. I think that you think Prime is like a 35-year-old established individual.
I did not think he was 35 years old, to be clear. I did not know that he was 20.
Did you think he was closer to 35 or 20?
Buy drinks. I thought he could legally buy drinks.
That's why he said he has to go to the Cowboys games with his friends.
Because they're over 21, Prime? Answer the question.
No, I mean I can be 23 if I want to.
Okay, got it.
Fake ID.
Got it. Damn. Okay.
Um,
Can I pitch the Bengals?
yeah, let's hear it.
So I did say my best bet last week was the Steelers. I finally hit some best bets. Go me. And
Okay.
I was chatting with Mid-Major Matt, and I said, this is the last week people don't give up on the Bengals. For some reason, the people will always believe in the Bengals because Joe Burrow looks good and the offense looks amazing, but the defense is so dog shit that they let Russell Wilson throw for 400 yards, which I don't think anybody thought he was ever going to do again. But this is the week I think people are completely out on the Bengals, finally give up on them. And unfortunately, I do not think Cooper Rush offensively is going to be able to keep up with the Bengals. I don't think Cooper Rush is going to be able to do what Russell Wilson did, and I think the Bengals probably blow out the Cowboys. I'm not trying to fuck with you. It sucks. That's my pitch on the day you come on, but that's really what I like.
Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm not giving up on the boys yet. I think that the time everyone gives up on them is when I'm there buying into them.
Okay, fine. If they go 4-8, will you give up?
I mean, I'll never give up. I'll always be a fan.
Okay.
No, but that's not what it doesn't mean.
I tried to root them on to lose. I picked them against the Texans. I couldn't even fully do it. I did have to have a parlay with the money line, but I don't know. It's just they can't tank. They're not. That's just not what the Dallas Cowboys do. So that ship has sailed, and
yeah, well, that ship is
something
definitely
about
sailed.
them. They're like that one ex-girlfriend. You can't get away from them.
Do you want Mike McCarthy fired?
I don't think he's the biggest problem, but I would like to have Bill Belichick. If we could fire him and pick up Bill, I'd be all in on that.
Would you be okay with Ben Johnson?
No.
What? You're crazy.
So you just want a big name.
Yeah.
And you don't care that they're 70 years old. Older the better, kind of like our president. Older the better.
Yeah, they know ball.
Prime up here, please.
They know ball.
All right, Prime. Real quick, somebody did ask why are you fading Iowa State today?
I'm going with Arizona State on Saturday morning. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Jerry's World, Scatabo. That's actually the whole reason. Scatabo for Arizona State. That I think he might be better than Genty one day. He's a great running back, and Iowa State fraudulent defense.
Iowa State fraudulent defense. Okay. And then do you have any other locks?
Yes, I have a maxer, a nickel whale for the weekend.
You don't even know what a nickel means at 20.
I know what a nickel is, but
what is a nickel? What is a nickel?
I mean a dime. I don't even have a nickel. I got a dime.
A dime is more than a nickel. How much is a dime?
1,000.
Wow. All right. You know your stuff.
Yeah, I got dime whales going on, DJ. You know.
How do you have $1,000 wagers at 20 years old?
Because they win.
I think I'm going to ask what we all want to be asked. How rich is your dad?
Okay.
You don't have to answer that, Prime. Wait,
you don't have to answer, but I'm allowed to ask.
Are you making a straight wager, like a serious straight wager, or do you only do parlays?
I do a lot of straights.
You do? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Then that's good. What's your dime wager this weekend?
SMU -2.5 and money line. 6.5 units on the money line, 5.5 on the 2.5 point spread.
Can I stop you for a second? Why are you betting a team -2.5 and the money line? Steak, do you not agree that that's just put all your units on the money line?
There's a max bet on here.
He's max betting both.
Yeah, but I don't. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He wants 2 max bets, and he can't put twice as much on one of them.
Yeah.
Why are you betting a team -2.5 and money line?
We're answering the question.
No, but if you're going to take an underdog, I get it.
Underdog.
But he can't bet it twice. He can't bet the money line 2 limits. His max is $1,000, and he wants to put $2,000 on the game.
Okay, I get it now. That's so. What if they win by 1 point, Prime?
Well, at the money line.
Yeah.
Okay. If I was your advisor, I'm not giving gambling advice. I think that's a really stupid idea.
Well, that's already placed, buddy. But SMU, I'm also swinging out to win the ACC. and I do have a 450 to 1 to win the national championship in my back pocket. So I'm all in on the Mustangs.
So that's a very, very, and I'm not even trying to jinx you. That's a very, very good bet to have, I think, because they look like they're pretty good. And who do they play? Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson.
Yeah.
Fuck Clemson.
I
Fuck
think
Dabo. His time's over.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Steak and I have fucking Dabo fatigue to the max. But what was your reasoning for liking MSU? Was it just because you're
SMU? Well, weirdly enough, it was because of Preston Stone, the quarterback that played before Jennings. And I had a cousin-in-law that used to play for SMU, so I used to go to games all the time as a kid. I always just kind of liked the Ponies. And when they went to the ACC, I was like, well, they're coming back. I mean, especially with this NIL, they're going to be able to play with anyone in the league, and the Pony Express is going to come back, and just like the school. But I really like Preston Stone at quarterback, and now it's Keldon Jennings, obviously, and he's the truth.
So I was curious if you were only betting SMU because they were based in or outside of Dallas.
Yeah, basically.
The match with Mac thing would be so.
Are you drinking out of a solo cup at this time?
Yeah.
Is there beer in there?
No, water.
Okay. All right. Prime, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Nothing too much. Jazz plus 14.5. Mavs ML Arkansas money line, and then Arizona State, Texas, and SMU. Those are the plays of the week.
Okay.
One more NFL play and you're done.
Let me dive in real quick.
You can. Oh, well, I think Prime
You
has
don't have
done,
that's okay. I figured
Prime has done better than I expected up here. What do you think?
I think he's done great, but I expected great things.
Yeah, I can give some NFL plays. I'm a little bit better than D-Gen on the year and Greg on the Action Network.
There it is.
Y'all seen that? I sent Greg some DMs.
You waited all show to say that shit, man. And Greg, fuck Greg.
I sent your boy Greg some DMs. I was telling him that I sent him his Action Network and mine, and I was like, hey, I see you're having a rough season. If you ever need any advice, the door's always open. No response yet.
Fucking hilarious. Okay, it's this next play you give is going to hit. Give it to us.
Bucks -7 for a mega.
Boom, there you go. Bucks. Hope you're happy, DJ.
Fuck the Raiders.
Fuck.
Baker Masterclass.
All right, I'm tailing.
That was the best Greg of all time.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'm wheezing. My glasses are foggy. Can you see how foggy my glasses are?
We can't get Greg to answer us in the group chat, but Prime's DMing him his Action Network.
Can you imagine Greg fucking changing his newborn shitty diapers, opening up his phone, and a 20-year-old kid is saying, "Hey, man, if you need NFL betting advice, I can do it."
So funny.
Oh my god! Ow!
I hope he sees that one. But in all honesty, that is I kind of look at y'all as like friends. I know we've never met each other. We're kind of strangers, but like I wouldn't say that to just like a random person or anything. I'm just don't know. It's all fun games, fucking with you.
Yeah. I like them.
I like the chirps too. To be fair, Prime, when I was gonna ban you and be upset about your behavior, it was more so because I don't condone. I thought it was a douche move in general, and I don't condone douchey behavior if you're gonna be part of the community. But you did respond and say, "I only am fucking with you guys. I wouldn't do that to anybody else." So as long as you maintain that stance, I'm not gonna try to be fucking Mr. Disciplinarian over.
I'm not a bad person.
Yeah, I see. It's hard for people to understand that, though, if you do things like flex and then shit on other people if they're losing. But again, you could do it to us. We can always take the chirps. But that was very funny. All right, Prime, thank you very much for
thanks for having me. I've enjoyed it.
W Prime.
Mustangs for a dime. $2.
So good, dude.
Dude, what is under your left rib cage? Because this hurts. It hurts right now.
Can't believe we still have to go through the NFL board without him. I'm gonna miss him so damn much.
I got it, dude. I gotta tell you, I'm not kidding. I haven't laughed that hard in a really long time when he said that about Greg too, which I knew. It's just funny to say that when you know Greg's not here or watching. But I don't understand. I mean, that age, like knowing that verbiage of nickel and dime. I mean, I guess nowadays you have social media, you have podcasts. Back in our day when we were fucking 20, we didn't have any of that shit. So
yeah, you're acting like he's 7.
You thought he was fucking 29.
No, I thought he was like 25. That's the max I thought he was. I definitely thought he could legally drink.
I did not know he was 20 years old.
Also, I just want to throw out, it's cool that he didn't answer how rich his dad was, but if you don't answer how rich your dad is, he's probably really rich.
Yeah, I know, but that's obvious.
Yeah. You think his dad's Colonel Sanders? Oh, God. Move on.
Dude, I got snot coming out of my nose.
We gotta move on.
Oh, did you already have that joke made up in your mind?
No, I didn't. I have to stop reading the chat too. Reading the chat while Prime was on was so hard.
Oh,
Not
I didn't.
laugh.
I didn't even look at it.
Dude, it was hilarious. Guys.
I was trying to look at the stuff he had behind him and see what was what, but I couldn't make any of it out. You know what that setup reminded me of? You know, like people they like paint figurines like under a microscope, or not a microscope, like a magnifying glass.
Yeah, like toy train sets.
Yeah. That's all I could think of was that setup, and that lighting just makes me think that Prime like paints trains. Like he goes to Plaster House and gets like football players and paints them in like Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
uniforms.
cowboy Christmas tree ornaments.
All right, that was very funny.
Not
right.
now, fat girls. Chewy's next
Dude,
week.
you guys are fucking so demanding. We just got
Next
Prime
week.
on here.
Chewy next week.
I think that actually went. I think that actually went pretty well. I think that was entertaining. Was that okay?
I thought it was hilarious.
Okay. Oh my god. That was
Wolves
funny.
don't play next week. How could that be possible, Chewy?
What do they have, a bye week?
They have a whole week off, Chew.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god, dude. I'm fucking. I need a cigarette. I'm gassed after that. All right.
We haven't even went through the NFL board.
Oh, we should have ended with that. All right.
Well, we definitely don't have to go over the Cowboys and Bengals again.
Dude, the fact that Prime DM'd Greg, who is like hardly active, and
So
said,
funny.
I can give you some NFL advice is really fucking funny.
It would be
As long as-
funnier if Greg starts hitting him up for advice. I feel like you're high as shit right now.
I'm not, dude. It's just so.
No shot, dude. This guy is not locking in today.
Dude, I'm sorry. It's like, I really, let me let me do that. That just really caught me off guard. You have to understand too. I mean, you know, Greg is balls deep in trying to figure out how to become a father, which he's going to do a great job. But like, you know, you have a 4 or 5 month old. He's so not tapped in. He can do the newsletter, which is great. He's got a new job. He's got all this stress. I just can't imagine that image of him checking his phone and seeing a DM from Landon Saunders. And it's a screenshot of both Action Networks and him saying, I can give you some NFL betting advice. That is a hilarious visual. And that happened. That happened in real life.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways. All right. I'm done. That was great. Thanks, Prime. Okay. Thursday Night Football, December 5th, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got a great game. Did you know we had a good game?
Yeah. Lions, Packers.
Well, you better follow up that fucking last Thursday night game. Wait, what was the last Thursday? Oh, we had Thanksgiving, but before that, it was the Browns, which was great. Lions 3.5, total 51.5. We just saw 51.5 in a game these teams played.
Eagle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought we saw that in Miami Packers. We did not see that. I don't think we saw that. No, that was 47.5, 48 landed right on the number. But both teams played to the under. Now we got 51.5, probably a square over, I would imagine. Detroit's defense is banged up. I don't think the Lions scored a point in the second half against the Bears, did they?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Where's your head at?
My head is at the under.
It's at the under.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to square up with an over.
I don't really want to square up with an over. I thought of how funny it would be if the Steelers and Browns, two fucking hard-nosed football team playing in the most snow ever, and the game essentially soars over. And then you get the Lions and the Browns. Everyone's excited for Packers not to be in Lambeau, playing at the Lions in the Dome, and you're thinking you're going to get a fucking Jordan Love, Jared Goff shootout, and it's something like 2017, which I could really see. I also could see the Packers winning this football game.
Well, that was going to be my next question. If you like the under, I was going to say I kind of like the Packers. Then I don't like the Packers in a shootout. Is that weird? Should I like the Packers in a shootout?
I think the Packers could get in a shootout with just about anyone but the Lions. The Lions are an awful team to get in a shootout with. I think
That's what I mean.
Once you get into a shootout with the Lions, it's pretty much wraps for everyone in the league, except maybe the Bills.
Can the Packers win the Super Bowl?
The Packers can win the Super Bowl. Yes, they're good enough.
Dude, I like Green Bay. I like
still
Green
too
Bay.
young. Maybe the Packers are still too young to win the Super Bowl, but they're like that one tier under the teams that can win a Super Bowl. Like they are contenders for sure.
By the way, Brian Kirshner, Steak, you know BK, right? Golf guy.
Yeah, I met him at T Squared.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. He just texted me and he said going to Knicks Magic tonight.
Damn, that sucks. You're not going.
Yeah, don't even get me started. I go see the Magic play in fucking Barclays, and I'm never there. They usually play around Christmas time, and I'm never there. I had no idea they were going to be playing this early. Anyways, whatever.
They're in Orlando around Christmas time. Just heads up.
For what it's worth, I did go to a Magic Knicks game one time. I wore my Daryl Armstrong jersey and everything. I went with Max, our Knicks fan friend, and Carmelo missed a game winner. I have a video of it. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like Carmelo, actually.
Elfrid Payton, Vooch, Evan Fournier, all that crew. Anyways, let's keep moving. All right, so you like the under, you like the Packers. I like the Packers. I think I like the Packers. I'm really into when you watch these teams, it's not like Detroit's doing anything I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're awesome. And I would certainly pull for them if I had to. If I had to pick a team to win the Super Bowl, I'd prefer the Lions do it over the Packers. But I think I've said it for the past couple of weeks. I'm really, really falling for fucking Matt LaFleur. Like I've been kind of bouncing around of like, is he good? Is he not good? Really kind of hung up on that Bucks, playoff game decision-making, bonehead decision-making that he did.
You're the only person who feels that way about him.
I don't think that's true.
Really? I feel like unanimously people really like Matt LaFleur.
Before this year?
Oh, maybe not. Before
that's
this
what
year.
I mean.
Not as much before this year. Winning the games with Malik Willis was really impressive. Getting this Packers defense right is impressive too.
That's where he got me. Me. You win 2 games, and you went on the road against Tennessee. Tennessee's not easy. Colts aren't even that easy. They're not cakewalk opponents.
Winning any NFL games with Malik Willis is impressive. You would have thought that was impossible going into the year.
Yeah. All right. So I'm into Matt LaFleur. I like the Packers here.
The worst. The field goal when it was Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, whatever it was, they were down 8. They took a field goal. Yeah. That's like a running joke on Pardon My Take that they ask every coach that comes on what they do in that situation. It's probably one of the worst coaching decisions of all time.
Sick Money says Lions are so banged up on D. I keep waiting for them to lose, but it hasn't happened yet. Feels like this game is where it happens. Yeah,
that's fair.
Auburn.
You also like the Bears. You like the Bears. Thick Money on the spread, so you've been pretty spot on about the Lions.
He's a total opposite type of fan that Kevin is. He's a little bit more pessimistic, which I like. Special K, do you have a thought on your Lions? I'm probably gonna say Lions by 30. Although I have to give Special K his credit. He said Michigan, Ohio State is always close. Then I thought Ohio State would blow them out. All right, let's get into Sunday. 1 o'clock.
I thought it'd be close. I did not think Michigan was winning that game.
No, I didn't either. Jags and Titans stake 39.5. You got anything in this, or should we just skip it?
The most disgusting over of the week. That's the gross over of the week, probably.
Okay. Even though the Jags just playing a game with 43 points and the Titans just playing a game with 59 points?
Yeah, even though the Jags just playing a game with 43 points, but Trevor Lawrence, there's no way he's playing anymore this year, right?
Oh, right.
So it's back to Mac Jones. And I think it's a disgusting over where most people will take the under for sure.
Oh, Kev dropped the nug already. I faded the Lions against the Texans and the Packers last time, you cuck.
What happened in the Packers-Lions game last time?
Lions won 24-14, I think.
Oh, that was the one where I fucking took the over.
Yep. Kevin, you lost. Fading the Lions. Nice job. Shit wager, bozo. Just kidding. All right, Falcons and the Vikings.
You talk about this first, please.
Okay, so I'm very happy we got there with the Cardinals. At first, early in the week last week, you liked the Vikings. Kudos to you. You came around. You said, nope, I'm good with the Cardinals. Awesome. Cardinals really dominated that game. They blew it. Shout out to the Vikings, though. I'm not taking anything away from them. They grinded. They made plays, and they won fair and square. Now, The Falcons. You know how I feel about the Falcons, and thankfully you feel that way about the Falcons because you don't have Kirk Cousins in the city of Atlanta's dick all the way down your throat like Fat Girls and Special K and Cornfields do. Sorry if that was a little too vulgar. I just really hate the Falcons. So you can be reasonable about this Falcons team. I've said it from week fucking 4 or 5. This team is frauds, and they so far have proven me right. We bet them last week. They should have won that game. The Chargers had 10 first downs, 185 yards, and Kirk Cousins was pathetic. However, maybe it was a Kirk Cousins look-ahead game because he's got revenge in Minnesota on his mind. How did we miss that? Anyways, I want to fade. I want to fade the Vikings so bad, but I just know deep down in my heart of hearts, that motherfucker Kirk Cousins is going to bounce back from his worst game of the season with 4 interceptions. Talk of Michael Penix should be starting. I don't know if Kirk Cousins is hurt or not. Somebody was saying, I think it was Chernoff or Sharp or something, put out a video. He is like not really planning off his back foot. He is airmailing these throws. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I just know Kirk Cousins is going to bounce back. I think he's going to play well in this game. But I also like the Vikings to get out to a better start than they did against the Cardinals. I like this over. As much as I want to fucking fade the Falcons, I can't do it. But I'm not taking the Falcons. I think we get a better performance from Kirk. I like the over in this game, 45.5. Steak.
So just to be clear, we weren't exactly spot on all year. There was definitely a time where the Falcons were absolutely balling. So I just want to be clear.
What?
They were 6-3, and they lost 3 games in a row. They were balling. Kirk threw for like 1,000 yards against the Bucs in 2 games.
With 3rd and 4th stringers, and their defense is terrible. No. Bryce Young just set his career high. That means nothing. They're terrible.
I'm aware that the Bucs secondary is terrible. I say it every time. I understand that part. I'm just saying the Falcons haven't just been shit all year. They were 6-3 at one point, and they looked like they were going to run away with the division. They're just fucking falling off very badly. Kirk Cousins is the reason. My thing is I absolutely knew this because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. And the thing is that Kirk Cousins is one of those guys that Justin Herbert was up until this year. Kirk Cousins, no matter how few football games he wins, which is very, very few, he has 1 playoff win. He lost a playoff game head-to-head against Daniel Jones, and that is his entire playoff career. He never wins, and that was my only point was that, okay, if you want to give Kirk Cousins $40 million a year because you think you're going to win football games, it doesn't ever happen. And then when it doesn't happen, it's somebody else's fault. In Minnesota, it was the defense. I don't know whose fault it is this year in Atlanta now, but I just don't like betting on Kirk Cousins to win football games at all. And when you say Kirk Cousins look-ahead game, like, didn't Minnesota offer to re-sign Kirk Cousins and Kirk Cousins didn't want to re-sign? Isn't that the story?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, I just don't know how this wouldn't be just as much of a revenge game for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, not really the story. I don't think that's what happened.
I thought that was okay. Fine.
All right.
I still feel that way. I thought for sure the Vikings were willing to re-sign Kirk Cousins.
I'm being called a homer when I literally am up here owning a terrible take last year and wanting the Bucs to lose to have a better draft pick and draft a quarterback and not sign Baker. So I think that is a terrible poll to include me in that. The Vikings didn't want him. That's the way I remember it.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's the way I remember it. Did you? Yeah, I know. Thank you. There's somebody with fucking half a brain up here. Steak, you have half a brain too. I'm talking about Corn and Special K and whatnot. By the way, real quick, I just want to make sure somebody said DJ and Bryce Young is good. Please shut the fuck up. I'm okay with Bryce Young being good. I'm rooting for Bryce Young, but I don't know that I can come out here and say Bryce Young is good. He had a great performance. He's been playing really well. That's awesome. But like, let's pump the brakes a little bit. The Bucs defense is atrocious, and everybody has a great game against them. Okay, so as of right now, Steak, what is your play in this game if you had to make one?
I see both teams scoring points.
So you co-sign the over?
I co-sign the over.
Okay.
I do. I don't think, as much as I actually do see Kirk Cousins struggling against this defense, I don't think I want to fade Kirk after, bro, some of those passes in the Chargers game were unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. Like, The two throws, the one on 4th and goal into the end zone where he floated it into like 4 Chargers defenders, and then the throw on 4th down where he like somebody on that amazing tweet where it says bro threw him in a paper airplane, like it literally looked like that. 2 of the worst throws of the year, literally. I don't think I want to go out and then fade Kirk Cousins after that. He seems like a guy who fucking really will do everything he can to get right. So yeah, I'll take points.
Yeah, he like floated it like he was a fadeaway jumper. And I think he just thought, oh, Kyle Pitts is really big and tall. Let's make it a jump ball. But he didn't even put it near Kyle Pitts. And there were 4 defenders there. It was a terrible.
I want to be very clear because you and the Bucs fan in here. In an NFL game, if you rack up 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 75 points against anyone, it's very fucking impressive. I don't care that it's the soft Bucs secondary. That's impressive in any NFL game. Very, very impressive.
Disagree. And I'll give you an example of why.
Why
am I crazy?
I had that comment. I can't.
What did Daniel Jones do against the Vikings secondary the year that before he got paid?
In one game, he torched them. It was a very impressive game.
2 games. They beat him in the regular season, and then they beat him in the playoffs.
What are you talking about?
The year Daniel Jones played the Vikings, the Giants beat the Vikings in the regular season. Then they played him again in the playoffs, and he smoked them.
Yeah, he smoked him. It was very impressive. His playoff performance was very impressive. So what? What are we saying? I said what Kirk Cousins did against the Bucs is very impressive.
My whole point is no. How impressive was it? He got paid hundreds of millions of dollars because of that performance, and he stinks.
I did not say Kirk Cousins or Daniel Jones was good. I said throwing for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2 games against a team is impressive.
No, I disagree. If the defense is that bad and pathetic, it's not that impressive. I just gave an example that Daniel Jones did it twice, and you're telling me it's impressive?
It was. Daniel Jones' playoff performance was incredibly impressive. It got him paid $100 million.
And what do we know now?
No, now we know that he's not good, but that's not the question.
Not that impressive. Anybody could have done it. That's what we know.
We're busy arguing, Fat Girls. What was your comment?
Fat Girls is a fucking needy motherfucker. What does he want? DGen, if Mike Evans somehow faced the Bucs secondary, had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns a game, you're Chris.
Yeah, he's right. He's 100% right. 100% right. You're going nuts. Nuts.
It's not even. No, stop. You guys are.
Well, that's what Darnell Mooney did.
We're not talking about a receiver's performance here. We're talking about a quarterback.
Yeah. Next game,
in a position that's very hard to play, when you play a really bad defense, it makes it easier to play. Therefore, it looks like what you're doing is impressive, but you're really not that good. Daniel Jones.
I agree that he's not really that good. That was what I said. I'm anti Kirk Cousins. I agree he's not really that good. I've always felt that way.
Yes, T-Dot. College football tomorrow.
Next game.
All right. Carolina and Philly, total 46. I don't think I want to be that guy that fades the Carolina Panthers, but I know some people might think that the Eagles might let up in this game. I don't know that I agree with that. Sunday Night Football, huge win against the Ravens. Now you come back home, you're playing a Panthers team that obviously it's probably pretty hard to get up for, but you can't overlook the Panthers anymore the way they're playing. I'm going to give you a reason that failed me last time when I said Daniel Jones doesn't go into a place like Cleveland, the dog pound, and come out with a win. And I showed a picture of his face whenever Matt was streaming with me. I feel the same way here. I don't think Bryce Young is going into a place like Philadelphia and coming out with a win, but maybe I'm wrong. So
yeah, you have to more decide, will he even be competitive? Because I think everyone agrees he's not going to come out with a win, but will he come out with a cover?
Sure. I don't think a lot of people thought that the Giants and Daniel Jones are going to win as 7-point underdogs against the Browns early in the year either. But you're right. They're 12.5. So I agree with what you're saying. But to be fair, they were 12.5-point dogs against the Chiefs, battled to the end, almost got the win. Then they just battled with the Bucs as 7-point dogs at home, almost got the win. They've been scrappy. So I'm not saying that they're going to be in a fucking, prime underdog money line parlay. What's your head thinking in this game? Or what are you thinking in this game?
A lot of people are going to have the Panthers. That's what my head's thinking. I know it sounds crazy to think, but I think if we were on point about anything in the beginning of the year, it was that for some reason Sharps were going to fall in love with the Panthers, and we didn't understand why because they looked so bad. And then I don't know what the fuck happened, but Andy Dalton gets in a car crash, and all of a sudden Bryce Young is a competent NFL quarterback. Like, I'm enjoying watching Bryce Young play quarterback. I think it would be a really cool story if after everything he ended up being good. He seems like a nice kid who you would want to root for. But They almost beat the Chiefs, like you said, and they absolutely should have beat the Bucs. Earmuffs, sorry. If Chuba Hubbard doesn't fumble that ball in overtime, the Panthers were driving to win that game. And totally fine. Now they're officially trendy, in my opinion, at 12.5 points. I know people like the Eagles, but people also like to doubt the Eagles. They have pretty much for the last few years, always wondering if they're for real. And I think 12.5 is a shit ton of points, and a lot of people will jump on that trying to get Panthers in 2 touchdowns. I think the Eagles fucking absolutely romp them. I think this is an absolute nightmare situation for the Panthers, and I don't think they're stopping Saquon. I don't think they're stopping Jalen Hurts. I think you won't get the same Bryce Young from the last 2 weeks. I think they beat him up.
So I don't disagree with you, but I'm gonna pull a mid-major Matt. And can I say something?
Yeah.
Can we please not put this in the newsletter though?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Okay. And the reason is I'm pretty sure the 3 times we have faded the Panthers, we have not done well. We bet the Raiders, they went outright. We bet the Giants, they went outright. And Greg had the Chiefs as his best bet, and they covered. So okay, we can move on.
I agree. I don't think the line's weird at all, Bucks boy. I just like the Eagles.
Yeah. By the way, Camus Money said Baker is a bad defense merchant. Camus Money is still trying to defend Anthony Richardson as being a good quarterback. Every week he goes 11 for 28 and 117.
He's getting it going. A lot of game-winning drives for AR.
I'm not taking away his gamer skill, but are you defending Anthony Richardson as a quarterback?
Yeah, I'm a Florida Gators fan.
God, you make me sick.
I get to be a homer too, right?
I literally just told you I wanted the Bucks to fucking lose all year last year. Do you think Shady Beeve, fucking Chewy, and Hovey want their teams to lose ever because it makes long-term sense? No. I
don't think we have any more time to argue about how much I hated that you wanted the Bucks to lose in a year they went to the playoffs and won a playoff game, but I don't want to argue about that.
All right, but I just want to if I hear one more motherfucker joke around about Taj Masterclass happened 7 fucking games in a row. And then I told you to stop when fucking 17 assholes DM me, today's Taj Day, DJ. And I said, no, buy the rumor, sell the news. And now I got snide saying I'm yelling like a spoiled kid. I'm trying to yell, but keep my voice down because I know AirPod users are in shambles. Thank you, Nightbot.
Yeah, thank you, Nightbot. I think you're going to need blood pressure medication after this stream's over.
Probably. Fucking, what's that NBA player, Mr. Diabetes? Jets, Dolphins. I've had 7 turkey sandwiches, dude. I need to get out of Orlando.
Oh my
God. Randy MVP, I'm sure. Noah Syndergaard ERA under was a great look, Cam. I got something for everybody. I stay strapped. Banana in my suit jacket. Jets and Dolphins. Dolphins 6.5, total 45.5. I'm a little upset with myself, but I'm also not that upset with myself. I really like the over in the Jets game, and I also like the Jets. So would have went 1-1. I'm mostly upset that I still think Kenneth Walker's a good running back, but anyways, we'll talk about that later. The Jets defense came out at least and stopped the run a lot better than I expected them to. Shit themselves at the end, but Aaron Rodgers stinks. If the Jets had Tyrod Taylor, they'd probably be fucking 8-4 right now. 7-5.
I think they'd be a little better, but 8-4 is pretty crazy.
Okay, fine. I don't think Salah would be fired. But I'm into the Dolphins. I'm into the Dolphins. I don't care that they lost to the Packers. That's just what the Dolphins do. Tua, I don't remember his box score, but I think he still played pretty well.
He played just awful enough to make sure they weren't in the game. And then the second they weren't in the game, he started playing well, which is kind of typical Tua. I'm not going to call it a good game, bro.
I call that the Dak Prescott special, by the way. Primer, I hope you're here. Total 45.5. I want to say I like the over, but honestly, dude, are the Jets just a dead team?
Yes, absolutely.
Is it the Dolphins?
It may be the Dolphins. That would be my initial lean for sure.
I like the Dolphins offense. I want to keep buying into the Dolphins offense, and I want to keep buying into it when they play divisional opponents. I think that's when they try to make a statement, and I don't think their season's over because the Bengals lost. So I think they still, the Colts win was huge. I think they still have a chance to creep into the playoffs. I like the Dolphins. Any thoughts on this, Steak?
I don't think they have a chance to creep into the playoffs. I think with the Dolphins are the Colts and the Broncos wins this week. I think they got to be down to like 5% chance. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but I think they'll still keep playing. And I don't know if the Jets will.
Okay. Fair enough. Browns and Steelers. Stake the Steelers sharp. I got to give you credit. Something I like about you that you're starting to do is you're putting your head down, you have tunnel vision, and you're just leaning into teams. And you did it with fading the Minnesota Timberwolves in the NBA, and you're doing it with betting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think you're not caring what the line is. You're not caring who's on what. And you're just kind of, I don't really know exactly what it is with the Steelers that you like. I'm sure you will probably talk about it, but they're 6-point favorites facing the Browns. As much as you like the Steelers, you did have a funny thought that you texted the group chat with me, with Greg and I. Total 44. Where's your head at in this game?
So I texted the group chat that I thought it would be really hilarious if the Steelers, with 4 divisional games in a row, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns, beat the Ravens in a slugfest, then lose to the Browns. Game goes over. Amazing snow game by Jameis. Then they come back and beat the Bengals, but no one thinks they're going to do it. How hilarious would it be if they now lose to the Browns? I do think that after that explosion by Russ offensively, we might get a Browns cover rough under game. That's my personal opinion. I think I love the under the most, followed by Browns spread.
I would not hate a Browns play here. I would not. As well as Russell Wilson played last week, and as well as he has been playing, he still threw a really bad pick six. He threw a terrible interception against the Ravens, and he had a terrible turnover in Cleveland in their own territory. I still think you're going to be due. It's like the Jordan Love thing. You're going to be due one play from Russ that's going to keep the Browns kind of in it. And I remember what I said too, that it's also something I've kind of adopting as this system. I don't like betting on bad teams off of a win. So I didn't like betting the Browns yesterday because of that reason. Now, granted, there's certainly a case to be made that they should have covered that game. But now that the Browns lost, I'd be okay betting on them. So as of right now, you like the Browns.
Yeah, I like the Browns. I might like the under more.
Okay. Total 44 might like the under.
Browns just scored 32 and the Steelers just scored 44. Last game, the over-under was 37 and they went over in the craziest weather ever. Like, this is a nasty under.
Okay. I kind of like
this
that, actually.
Be fucking 15-10.
I actually really like that. You're so right. And you're the one, you told me too in that fucking Steelers-Browns game that you didn't like the under. I didn't listen to you. I didn't listen to Freddie. I just did my own thing and went rogue, and that was stupid. Like Prime says, if we're going to go to a Cowboys game, go with some friends. All right. So you like the under and like the Browns. I'm into it. All right. Bucks Raiders. I have some thoughts on this game, but I'm going to let you go first. Total 46.
Yeah. Well, Prime said Bucks -7, and he has a way better action record than you and Greg. So regardless of how this combo goes, it's Bucks -7.
Okay. Very well said. I have a concern about Baker. And this stems from his time playing with the Browns. Baker is hurt. Did you watch that Panthers game? I know you were on vacation and traveling.
I did watch, yeah.
Did you see what happened to his ankle and when he came out and Kyle Trask came in?
Mm-hmm.
That looked like it sucked. He's a tough dude. I love tough dudes. That's not a pause, is it? That's not weird, right?
I love tough dudes.
I love tough football. I like when my football players are tough. What's a way to say that? So
you say I love tough dudes. Somebody clip it.
You know, I don't even think there's probably 17 people that just clipped it. Anyways, I like when football players are tough. It's a really good thing that I like. Here's my problem with Baker Mayfield. Sometimes playing hurt isn't the best thing for your team. That was my one issue with Baker when he was playing on the Browns. Do you remember that game against the Packers when he threw like 4 interceptions? And I forget who played for the Packers then. I don't think it was Aaron Rodgers. It was like a backup or something. Anyways, it was during the holiday. Baker concerns me when he's hurt. He came back in that game. And granted, later in overtime, he had like a 15-yard run that was massive, or was into the fourth quarter to set up that game-winning field goal. He still makes plays, but he threw an interception, a bad interception immediately. I am concerned, even after the bye week, the Bucks going on the road and back-to-back games against the Giants and the Panthers, grinding out that win. I'm really scared about this spot for the Bucks, Greg. Just take. I'm really scared about this spot for the Bucks. And you want to know why? this 5-game stretch after the bye week, everybody keeps saying it's so easy for the Bucks because they play weak opponents. Not wrong, but you know what's hard? 4 road games in 5 weeks. This is the one home game sandwiched in between. After this, they go to LA and then they go to Dallas. I got the Bucks on upset alert, unfortunately. I think it's the Raiders. And I promise you, this has nothing to do with fading Prime.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like you fading the Bucks here. The Bucks were on upset alert last week. They should have lost last week. That was the time to not like the Bucks, I think personally. And the Raiders upsetting someone, that was last week too. They should have beat the Chiefs. So both of those things that I feel like you see happening this week happened last week. I don't think they're going to happen this week. I think I'm officially out on the Raiders, and I think the Bucks stomp them, to be honest.
You're not worried about an Aiden O'Connell masterclass?
I'm not worried about an Aiden O'Connell masterclass. I think the Bucks absolutely get it done here.
Okay. I disagree. I think it's going to be a close game. If anything, maybe no, I don't know that I like an under, but I don't think anybody's going to be playing the under for what it's worth. Not with the Bucs secondary, not with what Aiden O'Connell just did against the Chiefs. But there could be something there in terms of a letdown. Both teams just coming off road divisional games. Now they play each other out of non-conference opponents. Could be a sleepy game. Maybe lowest scoring game, something like that.
It could be a sleepy game. I definitely agree. I would lean under 100%.
Saints in New York for the Giants. I don't know who's playing, Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito, total 40.5. I mean, you would
real quick. Have you seen the Bucky Irving TikToks I've been sending you?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
They're hilarious. Right? Okay, you don't respond. Why?
Because you do this thing where you send me a video that I just sent you 13 seconds before.
You sent me the Bucky Irving videos?
I don't know that I sent it, but I may have. Or I commented it, or I retweeted it. I basically acknowledged that video, and then you sent it to me 10 minutes later.
The Bucky Irving video?
The one where it's Saquon Barkley, but they put Bucky Irving on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a fucking hilarious. All right, fine, move on.
That's okay. But by the way, I love when you send me things, so please keep sending me things.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, you send me things I've already seen, and I've sent you. Anyways, Saints, Giants. I don't have anything in this game. Do you?
No. Who's starting quarterback for the Giants? Is it Drew Lock again?
Don't know. We're gonna have to rely on.
I can't bet this game.
Okay, yeah, I can't either. All right, we're doing pretty good on tempo and pace, by the way. It is 11:43. Couple more games left. I think teams are on bye weeks late in the season. Week 14 buys. Very strange. Here's a good game, Steak. Seahawks and the Cardinals. Cardinals 2.5, total 45. Revenge game here. You think the Seahawks stink, and I don't disagree with you.
I really think they stink.
Okay, here's my only concern. In my opinion, this is a really obvious Cardinals revenge game spot. I don't think you're going to see a lot of people on the Seahawks. That doesn't mean I'm betting the Seahawks, because I'll say this. The Seahawks came back and they won, but I think that has more to do about the Jets than the Seahawks. The Seahawks still come out. Their special teams were terrible. They look awful. Mike McDonald as a head coach, he's got a lot of shit to clean up. Granted, his defense is improving, but he's got a lot of shit to clean up. Back-to-back road games and then going to play the Cardinals, I don't know that I trust him just yet. Maybe he'll be a good coach down the road. I still like the Cardinals, but that was a pretty tough loss that they should have had that win. This could be a tough game. This could be a good game. I think this is going to be a 50-50 game, and I don't want to get involved with that. I don't see an edge personally. But if you go tunnel vision and just lean into the Seahawks being stinky, I respect that.
Yeah, I also heard that Greg mentioned it as its a best bet possibility, the Cardinals.
Who?
Greg.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people will be pressing the Seahawks at plus money against the Arizona Cardinals.
Plus 125?
Yeah. I think a lot of people press that button.
Cardinals are 8-4 ATS, and the Cardinals are pretty good at home.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I like the Cardinals, but I think people will be pressing the Seahawks. Just beat the 49ers, just had a comeback win against the Jets. Cardinals are slowing down, couldn't get it done against the Vikings. I just think a lot of people will see that. The Seahawks have won, 3 games in a row, 4 games in a row? At one point, they were at least 4-5, right?
They've won 3 in a row, yeah.
Yes, 3 in a row. What have the Cardinals done?
The Cardinals have lost 2 in a row. They lost to Seahawks and they lost to the Vikings.
I think a lot of people will press Seahawks plus money here.
Hmm. Okay. I disagree. However, like I said, it doesn't mean that I'm going to make my bet because of it. But you like the Cardinals.
I lean the Cardinals.
Okay. Bears at the Niners. We got the Eberflus fired coach system play, which obviously is probably about the best news that you can imagine. So I don't know that it really qualifies for my system. Niners are banged up. Their season's kind of over.
I wouldn't say quite yet. They have a chance at the division, especially since the Seahawks and Cardinals kind of even it up. If the Cardinals win and then the Niners win, that gets kind of tight again.
We back Kyler Murray around here. I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm going to lean into a little tunnel vision, and that is the Niners defense is incredibly bad. And I know they're banged up, but they're just not the same. And what I will say is this: I don't know that you're going to get a Bears victory here. I don't know that you're going to get a cover, but you're going to get a really desperate effort from the Niners. Like you just said, their season's not dead. And I think you're going to get a really good offensive performance from the Bears, who've kind of found a little bit of a rhythm on Thanksgiving in Detroit. I like this over.
Okay. Yeah.
I like points in this game, Steak. I think it could be like a 28-24 type of game. That puts it at 52 and the total is 44. Unless, do you think that number's a little low?
Not really. No, I don't think it's
There's no
low.
CMC. No CMC and Jordan Mason.
I don't think it's that low. The fucking Niners have scored 10 and 7 in the last 2 weeks. The season is not dead, Bucks boy. They'll be one game out of a division lead. If they won this week and the Cardinals beat the Seahawks, they'll be one game out of the division lead.
I think this might be a best bet potential.
Okay. My only thought is the Niners are so bad, and we see this often, I feel like, when you see a team have so much success that people take forever to accept that they're bad. I kind of think that people have kind of taken too long to accept how bad the Bengals defense is. I love Joe Burrow. He's playing great. Don't get me wrong, whatever. Even though I think he kind of is the reason they lost the game against the – I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I think people do not want to accept that the Niners are bad. And I just feel like people keep finding a way to back them. Oh, they're +7 in the snow against Buffalo. Like the Niners should be able to cover +7. And they are so bad. I fell for it with the Packers when Brock Purdy was out because you're thinking like, oh, Kyle Shanahan can coach anyone to play quarterback. Like they'll be fine. They'll keep it close with the Packers. They don't. And this feels like another one of those things where like you want to take the Niners against the Bears because you're like picturing the old Niners because they still have the guys, Kittle, Samuel, Purdy, and you think, but there's so many pieces that they're missing. And you said it, the defense kind of is rat shit. And I just don't think I want to back the Niners at all anymore this year.
So you don't even think that they score points?
I don't. No. I don't. I do like your look about the Niners defense. I think both teams could score points. I like the over, but I do not like the Niners.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not betting on the Niners at all in this spot. I agree with you, but I do think. Want to hear a fun fact? Yes, I do think I like this over. It's got best bet potentials. I'm just looking on Wager Talk, by the way. Niners open 6. They're down to 4, 3.5 at DraftKings.
Yeah, I think that's an adjustment. I don't even know if I think
agree.
That's like.
I agree.
44.5
down to 43.5 or 44. So a little bit of a tick down on the total. Not a whole lot though. I think the Niners can score points with anybody plugged in personally. And I think the Bear, I think you're going to get Caleb returning to California, although I know it's Northern California, it's not Southern, but I don't know. I like it. I like points. I bet the Niners live win total over at 10.5 and they want to lose the next 3 games. Kill it immediately could not have been a worse wager.
I bet them to win the Super Bowl like 4 weeks ago, Matt. So I'm there with you.
I'm going to have to start getting Primer up here more to get some real ball knowledge. If I got guys like you and Primer giving me advice, just kidding. All right. Buffalo, a couple of good games to finish it up. We already talked about the last game, Bengals and Cowboys, obviously with Prime. Buffalo and the Rams, Steak, man. You stole my bitch with the Rams under wins. Just kidding. We collabed on that. We need this win big time for the Bills.
Yeah, we're cooked. We're obviously cooked if we don't get this one. We might be cooked anyways.
You know what really fucks us? A 17-game season.
Yeah.
Because 8-8 sounds so good for this team.
That's-
Here's our hope. The travel is going to fuck them up. Then they got to end the season playing 2 divisional teams. We can't have 3 wins in the next 5 games. If they beat the Bills, we are fucked. So please, Steak, lie to me and tell me that the Bills are not going to take their foot off the gas and slow down after they are just rolling right now. I mean, this is not easy, dude. You played, look at these 3 of the last 4 games. The Dolphins, divisional opponent, on the road, no big deal there. But then back-to-back games against the Chiefs and the Niners. Now you got to go cross country. You just played in the snow, but at least you're in a dome. Please tell me it's the Bills. Total 49.
I can't back the Bills again, and I'm sorry.
You took the Bills against the Niners?
Yes, I did. I took the Bills in the over, which hit by a point. So, yeah, that was awesome. I can't back the Bills again, but then again, part of me thinks they just keep rolling. They're impossible to bet against. I'll say that right now. But damn, do I think everybody would bet the Bills? Yeah. I don't think the Bills are taking their foot off the gas. Obviously, they're still going for the number 1 seed, but I think everyone will be on the Bills here. Absolutely. So if you want to be on that side, that's fine. I think, honestly, that side's been hitting way more than it ever has in the NFL, but I'm not backing the Bills in the same exact, what are they, -6.5 at Los Angeles, and they were -6 at home against the Niners? Maybe, how about this?
No. They're -4.5.
That's maybe a short spread? A little short? Or do the Rams get respect?
The Eagles were -3 in LA. 1.5 more for the Bills? No, that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
The Eagles are rolling.
Don't like anything in this game whatsoever. I
What about an under?
really hope the Rams lose. What's the over-under?
48.5 up to 49. People love Rams overs, dude. They love it.
And also going over 44 in the snow with the Niners, but then going under in LA and the beautiful weather with the Rams. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And it doesn't even matter if it's beautiful weather because they're in a dome. Rams have 0 home field advantage, which is what's odd. Bills pass rush is going to give Rams hell. Yeah.
True.
And Jared Verse. Is Jared Verse still looking good for defensive rookie of the year?
I think he's like -140 last time I checked.
That's it? Who's behind him?
Was it? No, it might have been Terry and Arnold.
Oh, fuck.
Chat might have to correct me on that. I forget the second guy.
Ooh, special case says Bills look ahead spot. Oh, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, why do I always get those 2 guys confused? I'm talking about Quinyon Mitchell. Sorry. Terry and Arnold is the Lions guy, and I get him confused all the time.
All right, Steak. Another best bet potential here. Although I'm a little bit nervous, I will definitely consider the bad news, and I'm not going to be contrarian if this is the case.
What? This is awesome. This is going to be fucking awesome.
Oh my god. Should we go
to Detroit? I'll probably get comps up then at the MGM.
No, you can't go to Detroit in December. Okay, Steak, hear me out. You know how I feel about the Chargers. I can't believe they fucking got that win. Whatever, we're going to move on. I made a video and I said this, and I haven't talked to you about it though. I am ready to do what you've been doing and just say, fuck it. I'm sick of the Chiefs. Bet them against the Panthers, bet them against the Raiders. I want to just put them on the fade list. And I want to bet on a team who I still do respect. I respect the Chargers, even though I'm wrong on them and taking their under, and they're going to go over. I want a team like the Chargers to punch them in the fucking mouth. And I think they have the defense to potentially finally take advantage of this lackluster offense that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have out there. Are the Chargers +4 right now? Let me see what the opener was in this game. Opener was Chiefs -5.5. It's down to 4. There are rumors that Ladd McConkey got injured. Definitely don't like that. Herbert's going to have to be a hero, but I just want to say tunnel vision, fade the Chiefs.
Okay, then go money line.
Okay, but do you think I'm going to be late to the fade the Chiefs party?
You are if you go spread. I think the only thing left is if you think they're going to lose a football game against this team, because I don't think they're going to not cover and win again. I absolutely don't think that's happening. So the Chiefs are blowing them out or the Chargers are winning outright. That's genuinely how I feel.
Okay. All right. And you like the Bengals. All right, Steak, let's run it back. We'll give our thoughts real quick on each game. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. YouTube, I see you're nice and thick in there. Twitch, appreciate you. Twitter, we always appreciate you as well. Green Bay, the Lions, you like the under, and I like the Packers. We both kind of like the Packers, right?
Chargers, Special K. I lean Packers, but I'm not fading the Lions. I'm staying.
I agree.
I even purposely didn't bet the Bears last week spread because I really felt like it was the right bet, and I completely laid off because I don't want to fade the Lions anymore.
Yep. Jacksonville and Tennessee, you like a nasty over.
Yep.
I like the over.
I like the under in the Lions Packers. I forget if you said that.
I said that. Yeah. I like Minnesota Falcons over. Do you co-sign that?
Yes, I do.
Best bet potential, maybe. Carolina and Philadelphia, I have nothing. You like the Eagles?
Love Eagles.
I like Miami. I like Miami team total. Fuck the Jets. I think they're dead. I think you agree.
Yep.
You like Cleveland in the under, but you like the under more.
Yes, I love the under. That's my best bet potential.
Wow. Okay. I like the Raiders.
I like the Bucks.
Okay. Nothing for the Saints, Giants. You?
Nothing.
You like the Cardinals?
Correct.
I think I don't.
That's fine. I think Greg's making that his best bet, so don't be surprised.
Yeah, he's gonna be in piss again. Bears Niners over, potential best bet. I like points.
I like it.
You don't like the Niners?
Nope. I like a lot more totals than sides so far, is what I'm realizing.
Yep. You can use that meme I made that says I like totals.
Yeah.
Buffalo and the Rams under, maybe.
Yeah.
I like the Chargers.
I'll tell you if you go money line.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. Bengals, Cowboys.
I have to stick by what I told mid-major Matt last week. He said, "Are you not concerned about Bengals playing the role of spoiler?" And I said, "For one more week, I'm not concerned, but after this week, I will be." And I think this is where Bengals might turn it up, right? When people are going to stop believing in them. Then the Cowboys are obviously coming off 2 divisional wins. I know that beating the Giants isn't impressive, but beating the Commanders is, and Cooper Rush looks halfway decent, and I just think the Bengals might smack them.
I don't know what this comment means. Wipe the Cheeto dust off your keyboard?
I don't know. They've been arguing. I just don't know how to time people out. It's been hard. I pay way too much attention to the chat. They've been bickering about the Steelers since fucking an hour ago.
No way.
Yeah, it's been going on a lot. I'm fading Prime this one, Beeman, but I'm tailing him on the Bucks, which are his best bet. I think he said he had a dime and a nickel on it.
That I'm telling you right now, that's a bad bet.
What?
The Bucks.
The Bucks? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you, dude. Don't tell me
you.
Well, you don't own the Bucks.
You're gonna regret it, dude. You're gonna regret it. Just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm telling you. Okay. Steak, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see me tomorrow. College football. I actually really can't wait to talk about it. It was hard for me not to bring it up today, to be honest.
I know. All right, let's do our due diligence. I got a flight later. I'll do some research too for playoff scenarios. Chad, if you have anything to contribute, put it in the Discord or put it in. You can DM us or Steak. Make sure you're following Steak at Steak Friends with 2 A's. Thank you again for hanging out. Steak, have a great day. I'll chat with you later, dude.
See you guys.
W Prime Performance, and I guess we could look for a potential raid material. Anybody want to get raided? Anybody want to get raided? Anybody want to get raided? Who wants to get raided? Who wants to get raided? I'll tell you what, there's just like, if you go click on the sports category in Twitch, there's, I forgot the fucking paywall. Fuck. I forgot the paywall. You guys called it. I forgot the paywall. I'm sorry. I made a TikTok. Fucking TikTok. I did a Twitter space. I made a fucking TikTok. I went on TikTok live. I got a fucking closing. Actually, I got to check in on that right now, actually. I just copied you for the email. Okay. Hold on. I got to see how things are going. By the way, I have a closing going on right now, which is big. I have to make actual money and have to get paid. Oops. I have not heard back from owner, but yes, there is set there. I will confirm. Okay. All right. Okay. What am I doing right now? Why am I still on? All right. I don't really see anybody that's raid worthy. Closing invites after stream or join Discord now. Yep. Too famous. What are we talking about? OG Sharp back in Discord? No way. What time are you streaming tomorrow? I want to make sure our spaces gets wrapped up in time. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. We do 10 a.m. for NFL. 10 a.m. for NFL and in college. I think. No, actually, no. We could do 10:30 tomorrow. Does that help you, Crutch? We could do 10:30 tomorrow because we don't have a full slate of college football, right? We don't have a full slate of college football. All right, guys, I got to shut it down. And I will check you all later. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.